Renaissance actually started back in 1993. It was founded with the idea that the education system needed some changes and some innovations. And then when the charter world opened up to New York City in the late 1990s, we said, wow, charter would be perfect for us. We could have some flexibility. We could really be community-led in a true sense.
About 8 years ago, we started working with ANET because we really wanted to see a change in our performance as the Common Core standards came out, right? We were a high-performing school pre-Common Core, and then we dropped down with everybody else, and we didn't have a roadmap to get us to what we wanted to see in terms of results with an interim assessment, trying to understand where our students are at throughout the year. We didn't have that. And so that was where we began our partnership with ANET.
We were not a data school. And we were not a data school. I mean, for the right reasons, we were not a data school. We were like, we're not going to be boxed in by numbers or this. And that was kind of our perception initially.
Data is not to evaluate you. Data is the most brilliant thing we have to see where our kids are doing well and where we need to help them get better if there are opportunities or standards that they didn't master. So it's a never-ending cycle of continuous improvement.
Pre-ANET, we didn't know where our students fell in terms of their academic achievement until the end when it was done. So it was like dead on arrival. Like, we got the results, this is this. When we brought ANET on, we really did have to make a shift within our organization. First of all, we were struggling with, why are we assessing our kids? There was a lot of pushback from teachers in the beginning. Year after year of us pushing forward, our teachers are no longer questioning the assessment. They're looking at their work. They're reflecting on their lessons. They're looking at those standards that are important and identifying how we can reteach a lesson on a standard that maybe is a struggle for us.
The progress has been pretty spectacular, and I think for 3 reasons. First, trust. 2, just longitudinal success, like they had to see their data changing to keep believing it. And 3, I think, is replication. Things that worked, we just double down on things that work, and it's like, this is working. How do we make that even better the following year or years to come?
Another thing that we've done is giving in-the-moment feedback, which we hadn't done before. And our coach, Rashid, has really worked with myself and our other educational leaders across both schools to provide feedback in the moment. It was kind of just like the end of the year state assessment, right? It's like, the lesson was over, let's give you feedback now. But it already took place. Let's go in and change something in this moment so that we can change that lesson's trajectory, so we could see that highly rigorous assessment at the end, or a turn and talk, or explain your understanding, because it wasn't going to happen if we didn't intervene. That's definitely the change in our coaching over time.
The school recently outperformed their community school district and New York City, which I thought was miraculous. Double-digit growth in both ELA and math. So I think that kind of data really, it makes people proud, and it creates buy-in to let people know that their hard work really is paying off.
I think the important thing to note is that if we ever say we don't have any challenges, it's probably time to close shop, because it means we're not growing and learning. I mean, I don't think there's been one year where I could honestly say there's not a new challenge.
If we want to see really strong academic results, we need to bring a focus to that. And what ANET does is allow us to get there. They scaffold it for us, they work with us, they push us. And when I say they, I say Rashid, right? Rashid does that for us. And we wouldn't be able to do it without him, I think.